More painful raids showing why 49 is truly the ugliest number. Welcome and thank you so much for stopping by Clash of Clans Attacks, where yes, we are going to share the pain of 49%. Now some say 99 is the ugliest number, but 49 when you're out there hunting for trophies is absolutely a heartbreaking result. So we are going to take a look at Panther Chick. We've seen her on the attack recently, now she's on the defense with the typical open base four corners nemesis design. Now this base for some reason still seems to be successful from time to time, but usually it takes some bad mistakes, and we're going to watch an attacker moving in three separate openings, but the openings pretty close together, and the golems will result in being pretty much grouped up and then heading around the outside of the base, just like this layout is designed to result in. So the wizards, the heroes, kind of getting left hanging out in the center. Now we've got a golem that is going to go over the wall there, and some wizards moved in. They've been burned down by the multi-targeting Inferno and by the defending Archer Queen, and the attacking Archer Queen is now going to have to face the Lava Hound. So the Lava Hound right on top of the Archer Queen's head, she is stalled, she's not doing any good. The king has gone around the side, and now this attacker does have lower level heroes, which is difficult when you're facing higher level heroes on defense. And it's right about this point in time that you've got to be looking around the edges of the village and trying to drop those leftover units while the golems are still distracting other structures. Now look at this big line of unprotected structures, the mines, the elixir collector, the camp way on the top right. So the golems are doing their job, but they are absolutely getting bombarded by those lava pups, and that is going to lead to their early demise, and that could be what costs this attacker the 50%. You see the golems working their way deeply into this base, turning the bottom corner. He's got archers, minions, everybody working on clearing those structures, and that one archer in the lower left corner gets taken out after the golemites fall, and that is going to help stop this attack right at 49%. A few lava pups doing the job, holding off the remaining archers, who are now stuck against a wall, and that is not going to help. Plenty of archers left, but maybe deployed too soon. The camp on the top right is just going to sit there untouched, and that is just another lesson why it's always important to save a unit or two, even all the way to the end of the battle, just in case something like this happens, a painful 49% loss. Now for our next replay, it's one of my attacks. Well, this can't be right. Gala never fails. But anyway, so I'm experimenting with the Royal Witchcraft attack of gliders, where I've got the queen and the healers on one side, the king on the other, and yes, a mistaken calculation there. Forgot to notice that that wider opening, that wider enclosure, is not going to be easily covered by one jump spell, so I dropped two. Not the greatest idea, a terrible waste of jump spells, and send in the witches. So now I have no jump spell in to get into the core, and that is going to cost me. That coupled with the fact that the Archer Queen is now with the witches, and ideally in this situation she is off to the right on her own, clearing multiple structures and helping create that path, funneling the witches right at the town hall. Now I did drop the freeze spell, it freezed a couple of expos and the Inferno Tower. The witches look like they're headed in the right direction. We have burned through the wall to the town hall enclosures, skeletons just pouring in. But you can see lots of defenses up, 2 expos, the wizard tower doing a great job, unfortunately, of crowd control, and now my Archer Queen, she is by herself just when she needs her healers most. They have peeled off and healed other units, and she is going to take some serious damage once the cloak wears off. Come on, healers, come back. 48%. The healers chasing the queen down, and the healers don't get there in time. The queen falls before she can get one more structure, and there is no chance, no unprotected structures left for me to pick off with my lowly 2 archers. I just guessed that maybe this elixir collector is already badly damaged. Turns out it is not. The archers cannot get it down, and I lose 30 trophies experimenting with the Royal Witchcraft attack. So we're moving on to Mav's attack from Lost Phoenix, and again, we see this other open base design, and again, yes, it somehow keeps winning. It does take major mistakes, but we all make them, that's for sure. Now this base looks like the ideal target for an air attack with 2 single target Infernos, but watch the balloons path just like golems after the next nearest defense, and they go out of the rage spells away from the core. Freeze spells down, but those balloons out of rage, definitely not doing their job, not getting into the center, and that leaves this time minions instead of wizards unprotected in the core. They are getting wiped out, skeleton traps popping in the sky as well, and Mav now starting to look a little bit worried. 45% damage though, and he still has his heroes, so it looks like an easy shot at the 50%. But it also looks like Mav is going to be shooting for the Town Hall, going for the 2 stars, despite the fact that you've got all 3 Expos and both Inferno Towers still up. 4 unprotected barracks on the left-hand side. That is a foregone 50% right there. Instead, he's got a minion working on the Dark Spell Factory on the far left. The skeletons floating on over to take that minion out. In the bottom left of the screen, here come the wall breakers, the preparation for the ground attack, trying to get in there after that Town Hall. Wall breakers fall on their way towards the core, and the core 4 spaces between that Town Hall and that inner wall, so that is going to pose another problem. But Mav getting ready with the heroes. Looks like they're coming from the bottom left corner, and he drops the Earthquake spell first. Maybe a good idea, 25% damage to all of those structures in the center, and that may make the difference as the heroes go right for the clan castle. Giant bomb, king on the wall, queen on the clan castle. Single target Inferno gets the king out of the way right away though, 47% damage. The queen working on the Inferno tower. She should move to the town hall next. She's starting to go down fast. She's on that town hall and she is just hanging on, trying to get it out of the way, and there goes the Town Hall just before the Queen falls. Mav ends up not getting 50%, stuck at 49, gives up 4 trophies, but thankfully does manage to grab the single star. So thanks as always for sticking around, you guys, all the way to the end of this episode. Please don't forget to check out my other episodes. Like, comment, subscribe, and favorite for daily Clash of Clans content. And as always, I will return tomorrow with more full attacks. Galadon, I think I just 49%ed this bathroom door.